Hello, friends. It's me, Dr. Janet Roark, coming to you live from Austin, Texas. My office here in Austin on Sunday evening, January 24th, 2021. For those of you that don't know me, I'm a veterinarian in Austin, Texas, and I go live and answer your questions every Sunday night here on this public business page at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I am hoping you guys had an awesome week. For those of you that are already in the membership group, you saw the separation anxiety webinar that I did on Friday in there. If you're not a part of that and you want to be a part of that and get access to the exclusive webinars that we have in there, we have done webinars on how to talk to people about essential oils and animals, on senior animals and what supplements and how to help them with essential oils. And this most recent one, we have several others. We've been doing this for several months now. And this most recent one that I just did on Friday was on separation anxiety. So really common, if not now, then soon, because of all these puppies that a lot of people have gotten that have never been away from their people because their people are currently working from home or, otherwise just kind of hanging out at the house. So definitely super timely, relevant information in that group. And yeah, Ginger, that's actually what the webinar was on Friday. And so you can go back and watch that replay if you're in the group. If you're not in the group, you can join that pretty easily. It's just by going to essentialoilvet.com/members. Where's my little banner for that? I think I have one for that. So I'll leave that there so you guys can head over there, essentialoilvet.com/members to join that group. It's only $14 for the month, or you can continue to stay in there, or you can cancel anytime, or you can save a little bit of money and join for the year for only $150. So very, very affordable access to me. I answer all the questions in there. It's super great. So hi, Kathy from Michigan. Jan from Michigan. All my Michigan and Australian friends are on right now. Terry from Australia. Young, who is so awesome. Young, good evening. Love your puppers. And Crystal from Colorado. Cheryl has a question about a dog that has red skin, issues scratching. So for that, that's a pretty complicated situation. What I like to do is recommend that you find out why your dog is itching and has red skin. And I do recommend you go to your veterinarian for that. Once you have an answer on why that's happening, there's some things that you can do. I always recommend gut health as kind of like a foundation. So I usually recommend, adding in some probiotics and some digestive enzymes, as well as possibly switching to a raw food. I actually feed all my animals raw food, my dogs and my kitties, and they get Darwin's Pet. It's a super awesome one. They have a really good program, or they will, if you use my a coupon code. Where is my coupon code for Darwin's? Oh, here we go. Darwin's Pet Food is what it's called. If you use coupon code EOVET2020, oh, I need to get that updated. They will donate an equal amount to a Wish for Animals animal rescue. So you buying dog food will actually help support animals in need as well. And they'll send you a complimentary bag of doggy treats or kitty treats. They're venison treats, and you can give them to either one because it's just venison. So super awesome. And those ones are not raw, actually. The venison treats are not raw, but super awesome company. My animals are thriving on it. A lot of my clients have had itchy skin issues and that have been resolved just by switching their food and getting their gut health back to normal. As far as oils that can help, diluted lavender, copaiba, frankincense, all good choices for itchy skin. And you can actually get my skin rejuvenating spray, which is really good if there's like a hot spot or something like that. You can grab that recipe over at essentialoilvet.com/recipes. It's a combination of frankincense, myrrh, lavender and helichrysum. Really, really good recipe. Probably my best recipe. And I give that one away for free. So that's how much I love you guys. I'm not here to just steal your money or anything like that. I'm literally doing this for free every Sunday. I give you guys my Sunday evening to answer your questions. If you guys are asking questions, please do not actually put a disease name in there. So Joyce, that kind of answers your question about your Jack Russell with itching as well. But try to stay away from actual disease names. We got to stay compliant because this is a public page. But yeah, here we go. Yeah, so the same thing, Crystal. So the same thing. So severe gut issues, you have to get that gut healed. So digestive enzymes, probiotics, often adding in omega-3s or a multivitamin. Multivitamin I like is called Nuvet, Nuvet plus, and it's a really good one that's that you can use with allergy dogs and all sorts of things. So a really good multivitamin. But you have to address diet. Diet is number one for all animals for almost every issue that they have. So you really need to look at the diet. If you're feeding a dry kibble, know that they have to actually that dry kibble has to be digested somehow, and it absorbs a lot of the water in their gut in order to be digested. And so animals that are not drinking enough water or kind of walking around in a little bit of a state of dehydration because their food is actually sucking the water out of them, that can cause a lot of problems. And so just switching to a raw diet or a homemade cooked diet or just like a species appropriate nutrition is going to be super helpful in those cases. And Cavaliers do have heart problems. That is most likely a genetic thing. But we do have a lot of oils that can support the cardiovascular system. Yarrow palm, marjoram, cypress, helichrysum, all really, really good choices for that. Michelle, oils to help an attitude with female dogs. So a lot of our calming or floral oils are really, really helpful for those. So like geranium and lavender and Roman chamomile can be really, really helpful in those situations. Ashley from Colorado, so great to have you here. Leslie has a really good question. So she's like, can I diffuse with a guinea pig in my room? So guinea pigs are hindgut fermenters. Trying to enunciate because I do talk kind of fast on these. And so sometimes the translate, like the automated subtitles get a little bit off, but that's okay. I can only be me. That's what you get with me, guys. Sorry. Take it or leave it. But with a guinea pig, they are hindgut fermenters. So they have a really delicate balance of bacteria in order to digest their forage. So like the hay that they eat and things like that. So we don't want to disrupt that healthy bacteria. So it's really important to keep that in mind in what you're choosing for in your diffuser, but they do really, really well with diffusing. As long as you leave the room door open, you're only diffusing 3 to 4 drops at a time. It's a water-based diffuser, like the one I have back here, is a really good one. So, but yeah, you can diffuse around them. They actually greatly benefit from diffusing oils as well. Let's see here. So Mary has a kitty who over grooms and pulls out his fur. It's called fur barbering. Mary, if you're over in the membership group, I actually have a really great post about this that goes into this in a little bit of detail. But again, this is also, believe it or not, a lot of times this is a gut related issue. I sound like a broken record and you guys are probably like, oh my gosh, this lady is crazy. All she's talking about is gut health and like it can help with like neurotic cats. It doesn't even make sense. But cats in particular, with this particular condition, if you switch them over to a raw diet, cats are obligate carnivores, you guys. They're obligate carnivores, which means they do not do well with a lot of plants in their diet. And a lot of the commercial cat food that's out there has a lot of fillers in it that are plant-based fillers, like or vegetables or things like that. And cats just do really, really well on an all meat diet, and they thrive and they just shine and are happy, and they don't have some of these issues like over grooming or fur barbering. And a lot of times that's kind of a little bit of an indication of some other skin issues going on. But I would definitely look at diet for your kitty. Get them on a good multivitamin, like the New Vet vitamin that I talked about, New Vet Plus. There's a powder that's a really good cat one. And then if your kitty's on a kibble, switching them over very slowly over the course of a month to a raw diet or a diet that has a lot of moisture in it can be super helpful in these cases. And even just that one change can really completely resolve this issue. The other thing is making sure your kitty is getting enough exercise. You're playing with them, get a nice fun laser pointer. You don't tend to really necessarily, stay active themselves a lot of times, especially if it's an older kitty. So it's really important to make sure you are making an effort and making sure they're getting enough exercise, especially if they're indoor cats. And then as far as oils go, there's a lot of oils that can help as well. I would typically just diffuse in these situations. Oils that are very calming, like lavender, our grounding blend, Roman chamomile, petitgrain, some of those really calming oils. We have quite a few of them. You can even put a little bit of the kids calming blend on the tips of the ears. Just roll a little bit on your fingers and rub it on the tips of their ears. Sometimes that can help. Jan is asking about like the tummy blend for dogs. Yeah, so we have a couple of digestive blends. We have one for kids and one for adults that's already diluted. Just make sure it's diluted. I put it right on their tummy, right on their tummy if there's a tummy issues going on. So put it right over the tummy. I don't recommend putting oils on the pads of feet with dogs because it does not absorb well at all. Those pads are designed to keep stuff out. And a lot of dogs don't like their feet being touched. And so we don't want to make it a bad experience for them when they're getting their oils. And then also, they get up and walk away and, the oils get wiped off. It just kind of wastes them. So those reasons I don't really do that at all. Oils for soreness, crystal, alum, frankincense, copaiba, turmeric, all really good options. Let's see. Amy Meredith from Minnesota. So nice to see you. Yeah, Stephanie, I would do some. So she's asking about ingrown hair on a dog's face. First of all, make sure that that's what it is. But second of all, diluted frankincense works good for just about everything. Ashley is asking about skin tags. That I always start with frankincense with dogs. If it's a dog, start with frankincense and just put it directly on there 3 to 5 times a day. Yay! Chris is asking about parrots and birds in the group. Chris, there's actually, it's not, I don't know that I have a ton specifically on parrots. I do have quite a few questions just on parrots. We try to put those ones in the bird unit. So we actually have a whole unit just on birds in the membership group. So head on over there and check that out. Just for some generic information, general information about birds and oils. For those of you that are not in the group and you want to get access or just want some general safety information, definitely check out my safety book. It's free. It's a 17-page book, really beautiful. We worked hard to design it. If you just go to essentialoilvet.com/pet safety, you can download that free book. Please send it, though, if you have people that need this book, please send them to this link as opposed to just sharing the book directly, so that they can get some valuable resources like other recipes and things like that I send via email every so often. I promise I spam people. I really just want all my emails that I send out, I try to provide some really good value and some fun stories that I think you guys would like, cool cases and whatnot. Let's see. Tanya, I talk about this a lot. So Tanya's asking about heartworm prevention. I do give heartworm prevention. I live in Texas, and it's really, really prevalent here. Here and in Florida, it's just so prevalent. We have mosquitoes year round. And so I do give it year round. There are some different kind of frames of thought on this. The only way to totally prevent heartworm disease in dogs and cats is to totally prevent mosquitoes. and that's really hard. So I do recommend it. I often will give it every 6 weeks instead of every 4 weeks. And then if you live in the north, so I used to live in Michigan, I would only give it, until the first freeze. So did not give heartworm meds over the winter because there's no mosquitoes, so you don't have to worry about it. And then just make sure you do regular testing as well and make sure that your dog doesn't have an active case or anything like that. So good question. And it depends. It depends on where you live. Let's see. So Renee says, can dogs take PB Assist or TerraZyme? My dogs get TerraZyme with every meal. So digestive enzymes, TerraZyme's great. I love it. You can give less for smaller dogs, like open it up and sprinkle like half or a third for smaller dogs, and then a full one for larger dogs, medium to large dogs. For PB Assist, there's two PB Assists, right? There's the PB Assist Junior, which is the powder, and that is super toxic to dogs. So do not give PB Assist Junior. It contains xylitol as a sweetener. Xylitol is super toxic to dogs and can cause liver failure. So do not give PB Assist Junior at all. The PB Assist Plus, the adult ones, the capsules, those ones cannot be opened. So if you give it, you have to give it as a full, like a pill. Which a lot of people don't want to do. They prefer like a powder they can mix in with food or something like that, or a treat. But my dogs, actually, both of them get the PB Assist Plus as well. So my dogs will get PB Assist, they'll get TerraZyme, they get the NuVet Plus, a vitamin. They also get the glucosamine supplement that NuVet has, which is called New Joint DS. Both of them are very active dogs. And Lucy's getting a little bit older, so they are both on that preventatively, and they get omega-3s as well as in their super yummy diet. Right now, they have they're getting over a little sneezy thing from that they picked up from doggy daycare, so they're also getting an On Guard Plus every day, once or twice a day, as well as a DDR Prime. So they get quite a bit of supplements. Just so you know, that is what my dogs get. And their guts are super healthy, and they're super awesome, healthy dogs. And they got over their little sickness pretty quickly. Good tips. Awesome. Okay. Whoa. We are definitely going late today. So I guess I was just super excited to talk to you guys. I miss you. If you have a dog or know someone that has a dog with separation anxiety, definitely send them over to the group, please. That webinar that I did on Friday was super good. I think they'll find it really, really useful. You'll find it really useful. I'm really there to provide value, massive value to my members. I believe that they get way more than $14 a month worth out of it. And especially if you have dogs and you want them, or have animals and want them to live their best life. We also talk about farm animals and horses and things like vaccines and nutrition and things like that. And there's not just essential oils, although that is one of the primary focuses for sure. So I love you guys. Definitely check out the safety PDF if you don't have it already downloaded. For those of you that were wondering about the NuVet stuff, if you go to nuvet.com, you can either use my name or code 27702 to get those vitamins and the glucosamine chondroitin MSM supplement, which is amazing. It's called New Joint DS. I love it. And I will see you guys next week at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for the weekly Q&A. Bye.